rush is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. The Dolphins at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Penny, a first down carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 9 now. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. A 3rd down gain of 19. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Look to throw now on first down. Open net is Waddle, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On second down, here's Penny. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Penny up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Penny will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction.
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. There he goes left side. The 40. 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Dancing to his left. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Second and 11. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And some room to maneuver. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's Penny on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Another try for Penny. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too. They're
going to keep it on the ground, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll look to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Sanders now to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 36, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Now Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This defense coming out after the half, and if that play's any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Leaves it for Penny. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A handoff to Penny. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain of 39 on third. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 104 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The kick by Sanders is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And some space here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Penny on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.